Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we gotta address the overall market. It looks like the futures are currently down because of a downgrade, a top credit rating downgrade by Moody. So we're gonna discuss what to expect tomorrow. We're also going to look at some stocks to keep on your watch list. Now, let's dive right into it. Right off the bat, we got the Nasdaq futures, and the next level to watch for the way down is 21,000. I believe it's 21,000. Could it go a little bit lower? Yes. The faster it drops really low, the faster we rebound. Because it looks like it wants to dip. How low is the dip going to be? Again, I'm thinking something somewhere along the lines of like 6% from the top. Because typically what happens with these massive drops and these recoveries, like if you look way back on a daily time frame and you go way back to like the previous 25 to 30% drops in the market, there tends to be a rebound, right, followed by a temporary dip, and that dip always gets bought, especially with the 2020 lows right here. You can see we have a massive run all the way up above these highs, and then we dip by around 6 to 7%, and then we rise again for quite some time. I expect no different with this current situation. Is it looking kind of ugly? Yes. The candles are getting smaller at the top. Yeah. The bears are slowly trying to gain control of the markets. Okay. So a drop down by 6% from here, 21,500, would bring the Nasdaq down below this level of support, right? Below 20,500, all the way down to like 20,300, somewhere around this level, right around the 200 SMA. That wouldn't surprise me at all. And again, the faster we get that drop, the quicker we rebound. So just be very patient, be very cautious. The big moves usually happen after the 9 SMA is tested anyways, all right? And plus, with that massive rally that we had last week, it's not uncommon for the market to just chill out. So look for intraday opportunities rather than swings. Now let's check out the VIX, VXX, not VIX. Now with the VIX, y'all remember what I told y'all with this gap right here? But what we're seeing with the Nasdaq, this would be the perfect opportunity for the VIX to take care of and finish business at the top before fading back down again towards like 40 bucks. All right, so let's say if we see a pullback with the Nasdaq and a SPY, we could see the VIX quickly jump. Right now, it's already up by $2 pre-market, right? So if you can jump, fill the gap all the way up to 58 or 59, actually no, 60. All the way up here, and then maybe even take care of this gap that I left right here at 62 really quickly before we fade back down on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That would be phenomenal. That would be really great. So that's my thoughts on it. Ultimately, like eventually it's going to go back to support, and support is down here. It's just a matter of when. So we gotta play this game, right? We gotta obviously look for intraday opportunities, whether it's bullish or bearish, but we gotta play this game. Eventually, long-term investors are going to win. The market is gonna make new highs, and the VIX is gonna fade back down. Now, the stock to keep on you guys' radar for tomorrow, that stock is going to be CrowdStrike. Now, I want to share CrowdStrike with y'all because massive rally occurred, first and foremost. And then the one thing that really piqued my attention is the gap fill at the top right here on the 5th of May. Y'all see that, right? So we got the gap on the left right at 450. That got taken care of. And then it really struggled to get above it. It really tried and failed not once, but twice already. Now, we're going to look at the 1 hour. And with the 1 hour, what I see, it's not the cleanest. It's not the cleanest, but it is there, and there isn't even confirmation yet. So I see this thing, I see that, which piques my interest. Like have an alert right here below 425. And then if it rings, watch for a drop down to 410 by Tuesday morning. All right, I don't think it's gonna drop super low. And what is this? Let's see. This is a 5%. Yeah, it's not gonna drop super low like 10 or 15% because this is a strong one, and I think it's gonna hold its own. Worst case scenario, or I would say, yeah, best or worst, depending on how you look at it. Right, just a retest of 400 wouldn't surprise me at all before the bulls step back in for the continuation higher into earnings reports. All right, that's my thoughts on CrossFit and why you should keep it in your watch list for tomorrow. Let's discuss AMD. For those of y'all who watched, I think it was Sunday's video, I warned you guys that there could be a lot of money to be made with this one, and there definitely was. After I released that video, obviously everything spiked up for that weekend, but then again there was a continuation up until pretty much Wednesday, right? And I think the one that really caused the stock to jump right here was that they announced a buyback program, meaning the stock or the company is buying its own stocks. The company is buying its own stocks at the lows. That's what a buyback program means. And typically when that type of news is announced, there is a giant jump that happens overnight. So that's what we've seen right here. I have an alert at 122. How long are we going to trade under 122? I don't know. All right. But the day that it breaks above 122 is the day that we're going to try to aim for 131. Yeah. But for now, again, keep it on your watch list. The candles are going to get smaller. The volume is probably going to diminish. It's going to trade sideways for quite some time. Then eventually it's going to try to make its way back up again. Right now it's down by $3, so it's back underneath the line. The gap that it left behind from that buyback program is going to get taken care of tomorrow. The big question is, could it also drop and take care of this one? That I don't know. It will all depend on what it decides to show intraday. And it would also all depend on how much selling pressure that they put on the NASDAQ to have it drop by 7%, and how quickly it can do that, right? So all of these factors are what you're supposed to be keeping in your minds, because they could play an important role in how this price action unfold itself. Now, let's check out Goldman Sachs. And Goldman Sachs was one of the two stocks that I've mentioned last week. No, 2 weeks ago, right? The first one was MU, and then the second one was Goldman Sachs, right? So congrats to anybody who made money from the jump between like 560 all the way up to 600. It was quite generous. It really was, right? We have the bullish Bennett followed by the ascending triangle right here. A nasty aggressive retest, right? And then saved by the trade deal. This is the time where we roll over. And there could be a big opportunity on this one. I like the fact that there's so much space in between the current price and this level right here at 591. I like that a lot. So there could be a big opportunity on the bank to the short side. There could be. There really could be. Keep Goldman Sachs on your radar. Now the last stock that we're gonna discuss in today's video is Microsoft. And Microsoft is, I think right now, is the most valuable company in the markets, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's Microsoft followed by NVDA followed by Apple. I think that's the order right now. I think. All right, so yeah, Microsoft is holding quite strong after that massive earnings beat. The gap below isn't gonna get filled anytime soon, and like this one right here, this gap above this 420 line, and also the gap that are left from earnings, that's not gonna get filled anytime soon. This is a runaway gap, meaning we jump and then we just run away. We might have some like price action like this back down to 440, and then it's just gonna keep going, and then it's gonna keep going until we see a massive market drop again. And when I mean massive, I'm talking about like a 10 to 15% drop. When that day comes, that's when we will be looking at Microsoft for the gap fill down below. But I don't think that's gonna be anytime soon. So For now, keep your eyes on it. The price action is kind of annoying because the candles are so tiny, and the volume is not that great either. Like, it's 22 million shares traded, yes, but I would love to see them candles get like really big, like really big. Like, I'm talking about like this big or this big to the upside, right? Because these dojis, they're not very enticing. That's my honest thoughts on all of these stocks, and that is the end of the video. Do not forget to annihilate the like button as always. I make these videos from Sunday to Thursday at exactly 8 p.m. Central Time, so definitely click on that subscribe button and click on that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on future uploads. If you'd like to be part of a private Discord community where you can get all of this information in real time as I see them, you can find that as the first link in the description of the video below. Don't forget to follow me on social media at Patternology at Patternology Lab on Instagram and on X. And lastly, to get some free stocks with Webull, you can use the third link in the description of the video below. This is Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you in tomorrow night's video.